Before you remind me that dolphins are mammals, let me remind you that we don't care because it's Squish the Fish week here on Mafia Minute. I am Magnum Mills here with Jamie G, getting ready to preview the Week 9 matchup of the Buffalo Bills at home against the Miami Dolphins. Thank you very much for checking out the Mafia Minute presented by CZGAP Fantasy Football. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. Find us on social media at CZGAPFF and on the World Wide Web at MafiaMinute.com. Very simple and easy to remember, just like the flaps, FLAPS. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, please remember to hit the thumb.
I am Jamie G Esquire the fifth. What is up, Bills Mafia? We're 6-2. We got the Dolphins coming to town, and I don't know about you, but I'm ready to whoop that ass, man. I love beating the Dolphins. I love having them come into Highmark Stadium, and I'm just really excited about the opportunity for the Bills to play in front of the home crowd, even though Bills Mafia showed up. I mean, that was nuts last week in Seattle. You guys made it. Even Gino said it felt like an away game for him. So kudos to the best fan base. Love you guys. Let's get into it, man. This is a big one. Big division rivalry here. Let's go.
We are very excited to get into the game, but first we have to check in on any Buffalo Bills news and whatnot on the latest Bills on parade. Not a ton here since we spoke last, but we do have the weird thing, not the Bills making a trade. We have a trade request. Safety Mike Edwards wants a trade. I think that's all well and good, but I don't know if that really behooves the Bills. Best case scenario, this is probably one of those things where you trade him and a seventh away to get a sixth. I don't know if that's really worth it. Would you rather just have him around for depth? Would you just rather cut him if he doesn't want to be here? What do you think on the Mike Edwards trade request, Jamie G?
Understand why. I think he's expected to be a starter. And honestly, I think if he wouldn't have gotten hurt in the offseason and missed all of training camp and all of preseason, he probably would have been the starter. And I just think that Damar Hamlin's played well enough. That he's not going anywhere yet. So I credit Coach McDermott for sticking with the guy who's been playing good, who earned the job because somebody else got hurt. Mike Edwards is a good safety. I want him to play. I think he's a better player than Damar Hamlin, but Hamlin, for what it's worth, has been playing pretty well.
I guess you got to keep riding with what's working, and then when it doesn't, then you have the option to switch. So would you rather hold on to him even if he's not the happiest right now, as opposed to just maybe at the best case scenario getting a late round pick swap?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's valuable depth, though, here, man. I mean,
That's what I mean. Going from a sixth to a seventh round pick, and probably even in 2026, that'll be one of those things where it's so late that it basically amounts to almost nothing. As long as he's not going to be a problem in the locker room, I think I'd rather have him around, right?
I think so.
And this one might not be the most fun thing for you to hear, but Jamie G, Josh Allen and his lady friend Haley Steinfeld threw a huge Halloween bash for the Bills players, officially dubbed Josh and Haley Circus Showdown 2024. How upset are you that you didn't get an invite to this one, or did you and you just been holding out on us?
Yeah, I'm not going to comment. My relationship with Josh is private, but let's just say when Josh Allen does something, he does something. Shout out to probably what was an incredible party.
Yeah, even if not this year, I'd like to get on that list at some point, just one time, without having to crash it. I am not the best party crasher, but I am pretty good at teeing up the tail of the tape because it's time to get into this week 9 matchup, starting with the injury report. I will handle the Dolphins side of things. They have numerous players listed as questionable, mainly Zach Seiler, the defensive tackle, dealing with an orbital bone injury. Wide receiver Tyreek Hill has a foot. I expect him to play, but he did not practice on Wednesday. Then we have two corners, Kader Kohu and Storm Duck. Great name, Storm Duck. Love that one. Also sounds like a wine for some reason, probably a red. And Javon Holland, the safety, also questionable. I'm sure Hill will play outside of this. Not sure on the other four. Jamie G, what does the injury report look like for the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, we got a couple of names on here, Mills. Terrell Bernard, starting linebacker, missed last week's game with an ankle. He's trending towards playing after returning to a limited status in practice. He's at least going through and practicing in a limited capacity. That gives him a chance. Wide receiver Curtis Samuel, he's got the pec. Sounds like he also has a chance to suit up this week, so excited to get him back. Newly acquired wide receiver Amari Cooper hurt his wrist last week in Seattle. He is expected to play this week. He's been practicing through that. And then we got Von Miller back. Defensive end Von Miller is back from his suspension. He's eligible to return after a 4-game suspension. I think he'll probably suit up and play as well, address the media, demonstrated good leadership, owning his stuff and focusing on football. So it's better than it's been here, but I'm still not going to be happy until we've got a blank injury report and my guy Matthew Milano is back in the lineup.
We hope it happens sooner than later. As far as the game details, this is week 9 on Sunday, November 3rd, 2024. Already into November. Kickoff at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Watch it on CBS. The 2-5 Miami Dolphins are traveling to Orchard Park, New York to face the 6-2 Buffalo Bills. According to the Draftkings Sportsbook, the Miami Dolphins are 6-point road dogs, plus 215 on the money line, while the Buffalo Bills are 6-point home favorites, minus 265 on the money line. The game total is 49 points, and it looks like we have a nice day in the fall in Western New York for football. A little bit crisp, temperatures in the low to mid 50s, but we have a minimal chance of precipitation and fairly light winds for the area, only 5 to 10 miles per hour. We like all that, and we'd also like to get into the nitty gritty of the game preview here, starting with Jamie G's keys. You know my keys. Jamie G, what are your keys to victory for the Buffalo Bills in week 9?
Yeah, I got a couple of important ones here. Number one, key to victory is establish a running attack and use it to dominate the time of possession. This is where we see the Bills at their best, is when they can control the clock here and utilize the running game to put together long time consuming drives, keep the offense on the other side of the field, sitting on the bench. Number two, score early, man, and often. Force Miami to be one-dimensional on offense. We get off to a fast start and an early lead. It really puts Miami in a tough spot because they can't do the things that they want to do to have success offensively. So I think that's going to be huge. Let's get off to a fast start and get an early lead. Number three, get pressure on Tua. Even if we don't rack up a ton of sacks here, the Bills' pass rush needs to be on his mind. This is a little bit of an emotional game for him. I'm sure he'll be fine, but he did get hurt playing the Bills twice. Last year, he had the concussion. They let him come back in the game. And then this past year, he got the concussion down in Miami. So I expect the Bills defense, Gregory Rousseau and company, to be in his face, force errant throws. The thing with Miami is they want to get the ball out of his hands quick, get in his face, put some pressure on him, make it difficult for him. And last but not least, because they want to get the ball out quick, you absolutely have to jam. All right. I'm talking double jam, spaceball style. Do not let the Dolphins wide receivers get a free release off the line of scrimmage. Jam them at the line, disrupt their timing. That will allow the pass rush to get there. So I'm looking for the defense to work congruently here together to dominate this Miami team. Let's go.
I like it. You got keys on both sides of the ball. You want a nice balanced meal. That's how you want to do it. And we like to do predictions as well, but we want to balance them out like a meal of buffalo wings because not everybody likes the same things. Some people like a mild, some people like a medium, and some like it hot. And that's how we like our predictions. Jamie G is coming in hot. He's got one mild prediction, one medium prediction, and one hot boy. Jamie G, give us your predictions for week 9.
Oh, yeah, coming in where, look, this is Western New York, man. This is Buffalo. Even the mild's got a little kick to it. We're going to say that the Bills offense, for our mild prediction, the Bills offense is going to score 2+ touchdowns. That's right. I got at least 2 times in the end zone. I think we can all feel pretty good about that. Medium, like typical Buffalo style medium, is spicy. All right. That's good for a lot of folks. Good for me. Love me some medium wings. Bills will rush for 100+ yards as a team. I don't know if that's Cook. I don't know if that's Davis. I don't know if it's Josh, but we're getting over 100 as a team against this Miami defense. And then finally, coming in hot, baby. I'm talking hot All right. For the ninth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ninth consecutive game, the Bills defense will force a turnover. Let's get it.
Okay, I like that. Does it count if the Bills special teams forces a turnover?
You know what? I'll allow it. Turnover's a turnover.
Turnover is a turnover. I like that. And you know what else I like? I think I like the letter M. I am Magnum Mills. This is the Mafia Minute. So I think it's time for manifesting Mafia magic. This is where Jamie G pulls out his dream board and he pictures the optimal way, the best possible way this game could go down for the Buffalo Bills. Jamie G manifests the magic.
You know, Bills Mafia, just hear me out on this. Close your eyes and picture it, baby. Picture the roar of the crowd. The Dolphins get the ball first. Tua is hit as he drops back to throw. It's intercepted for a touchdown right off the bat. The place explodes. It's so loud. You're chugging beers, you're high fiving. It's amazing. Then the Bills force the quick three and out, and then their offense comes out, and we put together a massive 10-minute drive, scoring a touchdown. It is now 14-0. End of the first quarter. Bills are up 14 zip. Tua to start the second quarter, then gets sacked and fumbles. Bills score again, 21-0. And then to just add the icing to the cake, baby, the Bills return a punt return for a touchdown, go up 28-0 at half. Ray Davis smashes in the second half, and the Bills win 35-3. And we party all week long. Go Bills.
It's not all week long, but I do like it all night long. And I like Ray Davis Smash. It's not quite Hulk Smash, but I am there for it. Maybe it could be the Bills version of the Gronk Smash. What do you think? Anything else about the matchup you'd like to highlight that we haven't discussed already?
These are two really good teams, know each other well. There's a lot of talent on Miami. I understand that the record isn't what it is, is what it is. But these are divisional teams, and we've had a lot of success. Josh Allen has had a lot of success against the Dolphins. He's 11-2 against them in his career. We'll see if he can make it 12-2. But we're going to need Bills Mafia. We're going to need the crowd. We're going to need every ounce of everything to get this win at home at Highmark Stadium. I'm excited for this matchup, Mills. I know we're going to get the Dolphins' very best. They're very, very best. They're tired of getting beat by the Bills. And I know the Bills know that, and I think they're going to be ready for it.
Well, ready or not, here we come. It is time for our Bills bets because not only do you want the Bills to win, you'd like to make a couple of bucks while you're watching, right? On the season, we are up overall about 919 Bills bucks on our wagers. We're in the lead with our tripods, our three-leg single game parlays. We're up about 525 there. Jamie G is just behind. He's up about 447 Bills bucks, doing quite well. He's hit 5 of his 8 wagers. I'm trailing behind. I've only hit 4 of my 8, so I'm down about 53 Bills bucks on the season. But I will go first because I am supremely confident. I'm chalking another W here, right up on the board with James Cook over 86.5 rushing plus receiving yards. That's minus 115. So if you put 100 Bills bucks on it, you're bringing back about 187. I feel like that's definitely happened this week. James Cook's easily going to get 87 or more rushing plus receiving yards. No problemo. How about yourself, Jamie G? What's your Bills bet for week 9?
Yeah, I'm right there with you on James Cook. I'm going to go James Cook 70 plus rushing yards. Watching him run the football is a real pleasure. I love his style. He had a ton of success last week in Seattle. I expect that to carry over this week at home against Miami. 70 plus rushing yards. It's plus 105 odds. 100 bucks there. We'll take home 205.
We like that, but we love our tripod this week. Again, this is a 3-leg single game parlay. Right up top, leg number 1, we have Khalil Shakir, Mr. Steady Eddie, Mr. Reliable, 60 plus receiving yards. That's plus 125 on its own. Dropping down to number 2, we have my bet here. James Cook over 86.5 rushing plus receiving yards, minus 115. And because you have to show confidence, you have to show conviction, you have to believe in your team, but you also want to hedge a little bit. We have the Buffalo Bills minus 3 points at home against the Dolphins. This is an alternate spread, minus 187 for the odds. You put those three together, plus 525. You're not going to take over the world, but $100 brings you back home 625, which you can do a couple things with, like buy tables to dive through at the tailgate. Jamie G, any thoughts on the tripod?
Feeling the tripod this week, Mills. I think I really like all three of these. I think, we're not getting the biggest odds in the world, but I do like where we're at here, and it's still an outstanding return. You hit one of these things, it can make your whole weekend.
Manufacturing Mafia money. We love our M's, and we also love playing on DraftKings, but we have to be clear about things. Here on the Mafia Minute, Josh Allen rules everything around us, so we're calling him the king. So these are our draft Joshes. He is the only true king here on the Mafia Minute, but these are our picks for the DraftKings Showdown contest this week for the Miami Dolphins Buffalo Bills matchup. We've already done in-depth analysis on our show, Down with the King. You can find it wherever you're getting this podcast or watching on YouTube, right there. Check it out. But we'll give you the brief version, the finale Spaceballs wedding, if you will, here. Our favorite captain play, obviously, Josh Allen. We love him, but if you're not playing him, probably one of the running backs, James Cook or Devin Achane on the Dolphins side. As far as our favorite value play, if you're willing to spend a couple extra bucks, we absolutely love Keon Coleman, the Bills wide receiver. But if you need to save a ton of money, you can drop down to Buffalo Bills tight end Dawson Knox. And on the other side of the ball, our favorite Dolphins play is running back Devin Achane. But if you had to save a couple of bucks, drop down. How about Jonnu Smith, the tight end at 4K flat? And then finally, our favorite stack, our favorite pair of plays this week, let's call it. We have Josh Allen at your captain spot with James Cook, Keon Coleman in your flex, running it back with Devin Achane on the other side. Once again, check our channel for the Down with the King episode, giving you all our picks for this one. Should be a good time. You can make a couple bucks on it. You should do it. It's fun to watch the Bills and make money. Both things are great, but when you combine them, it's damn near perfect. Jamie G, speaking of damn near perfect, I want to see if you can nail your final score prediction for week 9. Tell us what we're working with.
Yes, sir. This week I have got the Bills at home getting a big win. Buffalo 28, Miami 13. Go Bills.
28-13. We like that one. And for the record, if you looked over on the DraftKings Sportsbook, if you wanted to place a bet on that final score happening, that's plus 16,000. So if you threw $5 on it, bring you back $805. I'm just saying, why not? If you feel confident, it's $5. Next up, we will be reviewing this matchup, but that's not till next week. We do not want to put the cart before the horse, the wagon before the buffalo. That's not how we do it here, but we are all on the bandwagon for the Buffalo Bills. Jamie G, anything else you'd like to add before we get out of here?
Just expect the unexpected here, Bills Mafia. We're gonna get the best shot from Miami. We got to be ready for it, and I think this is gonna be a fun one.
Love all of that, Jamie G. It sounds like a good one, and try not to be nervous. Hopefully, you're nice and comfortable in the fourth quarter. But if not, don't worry about it. We're sweating it out with you. We are the Mafia Minute, presented by Seize the Gap Fantasy Football. Thank you very much for checking us out. Once again, find us wherever you get your pods and on YouTube, on social media at Seize the Gap FF. Same place on the web, mafiaminute.com. Not the same place, but also find us on the web at mafiaminute.com. Very simple and easy to remember, just like the flaps. FLAPS, very important to our success. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, please make sure that you press the thumb. Jamie G, get us just a little bit extra hyped going into this matchup.
I'll tell you what, it is Squish the Fish week. We don't like our division rivals. Let's get nasty, let's get after it, and let's beat them the way we've been beating them, the way we know we're capable of, and let's do it in front of our hometown. Let's do it in front of the best fans in the world. We'll see you out there Sunday, Highmark Stadium, 1 o'clock game. Enjoy it. Get up, get ready, get fired up. Oh yeah, baby. Go Bills. Let's go Buffalo.